This is USA, and right in front of my house, you can see there is a fire truck which just pulled in. The paramedics and the people from the fire truck are coming out, and the gentleman is running around to find the right house, and he's going upstairs right there. And the other persons are wearing the coat, the protective coat for Corona time. And you can see this is like there is like three people here, you can see, and there is another person which went in already, and the other person is helping to tie his coat in the back, and they're all rushing in, and the fire truck is pulling in a little further to make some room. And you can see this is a fire truck but not the medical ambulance. So usually in USA, when people have both medical or fire emergency, they call the same number, they call the 911, and whichever the fire truck or the ambulance close by, they just come in, and these people are trained. Even the fire truck people are trained for paramedic, like initial medical treatment right before coming the ambulance to save people here. In America here, there is no questions asked when the people call 911. There is no medical health insurance or any finance information is asked. They just rush in. Usually it takes like around 5 minutes or less for the fire truck or the paramedic or the ambulance to come in to attend the people. And as you can see, the gentleman came out, and as you can see here, there is like at least 3-4 people came in just to handle one situation here. So as you can see here, the ambulance is pulling in right in, so which will be helpful because the fire truck came in and the paramedics already doing the first aid and all the care that is needed before the ambulance came in. So in this way they can save people's life better because they're not just dependent on ambulance only. Even the fire truck, if the fire truck is close by, that will come in, and the paramedics of the fire truck will attend the situation. As you can see here, there is two people. One person opened the door in the back, and he's doing something. The other gentleman probably is a driver here, and because of this corona situation, they're putting all the masks and gloves and all that. As you can see, this gentleman is pulling out the stretcher, so this is definitely a medical emergency. Probably somebody is not feeling well in the house. You can see he's pulling out the stretcher, and it will be interesting to see if the stretcher will go out up the stairs, or they will bring the person down. You can see he's pulling out the orange color thing. I'm guessing that is like a temporary bed to bring the person down. And you can see the second person is pulling this stretcher close to the stairs. So as you can see here, he just locked the stretcher so that it will not roll down the street, and they went up. So here you can see the streets are almost empty. There will be no people around here, and usually it is very less densely populated here in America. That's why there is no people. Most of the people will be in their cars or in their homes, and you don't see people hanging around. I can see through my window what is happening in the street. You can see here they're bringing a person down there. Looks like an old man, and he's moving, so I think he should be good. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is like 6 people from both the fire truck and the ambulance. They brought him on that orange thing bed, and now they placed him on the stretcher, and you can see the other person went to the fire truck and is coming back, and they're trying to secure him to the bed, and he pulled out that orange thing, and now they placed him on the stretcher directly. So this gentleman is putting this temporary bed which brought the patient down in the ambulance here, and the trucks looks like very very neat. In USA, the fire trucks and the ambulance trucks, they look very very neat and clean, and now they're bringing the patient down. Probably they'll push the stretcher in as it is. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, 3 people attending the person, and other persons, another person went in from the other door, probably which is connected. So now paramedics closing the doors so that they can do the first aid inside the truck before they leave here, probably. So while the other people, the other gentleman who went up is coming down with all his stuff, and they all their family is coming down, and so now the patient is inside. Probably they'll be doing the first aid, and fire truck and the ambulance are getting ready to leave, looks like right now, and the patient's family is worried, and they are all waiting eagerly to see what's happening. There is another person also inside, so probably like there is around 7 people who attended this single call. So the life of a person is very 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 important in USA. It is the first preference to save a person in USA. So that is how that's why the medical and the fire emergencies are like, they do very very good job in dealing with people and saving people's life here. So now they're almost getting ready to go out, and this gentleman is checking in to see what's going on inside. Probably they're just doing the first aid right now. Usually when people place 911 call, they will not ask any insurance information or about any money or how they pay and all that. Those questions will not be asked until the person is taken to the hospital. Usually when they come home, and they will ask which hospital preference they want to go, they can take the patient there, or they will take to the closest hospital. Then all the insurance and or medical things are dealt later when the patient is doing good. So even if the patient cannot pay, and they can say I don't have insurance, they still treat the person, and they don't ask for money or anything. They'll deal with the finance situation later to see how to get the money back from the patient. Otherwise they will write off, or some other organizations will help. That's why the Indian NRIs usually they like the medical treatment in America better than in India, because in India is like a random, and in corporate hospitals they take a lot of money, and if person does not have money, they don't get the medical care. But it's not like that in USA. The person's life is the first priority. All the medical and all that is dealt later. So most of the NRIs, as they get old, they like to settle down in USA, because the medical treatment and is very very good, and compared to the other countries, most of the countries here. So as you can see, they're still probably doing the first aid inside the ambulance there, and they're trying to deal with the situation here. So here is your NRI Raja, Indian in USA. I am trying to help you understand the life here in USA compared to India. Please subscribe. Yours, NRI Raja, Indian in USA. I am living here for 20 years, and I would like to bring you the lifestyle here, just for you to get the glimpse of how the life here for NRIs are in general for the Americans here. As you can see, the ambulance is almost ready to leave, and it's backing up, And the beautiful thing here is the ambulance or the fire trucks, they come like in very, very less time, like 5 minutes or max 10 minutes, something like that, depending again on the location where you live. Usually within the radius of like 2, 3, 5 miles, there will be fire stations and hospitals in decent cities. Watch out these other videos in here, right here. Click right here to see the lifestyle of NRI Indians in USA here. Subscribe for the video which is coming next Friday. See you there.